Once you've launched a new affiliate website, you need to configure the different back-end settings. Now these settings will primarily be configured one time, and then you'll make changes to them as time goes on if necessary. So we're going to work a little backwards from our essentially the bottom up. Within commissions, the first thing that must happen is you as the affiliate must enter your PayPal commission information. This allows you to actually receive your commission payments through PayPal Mass Pay, which is processed by the fulfillment center, or essentially whoever is doing the printing for the affiliate. Now, within store configuration, the primary thing to worry about is selecting the blank product. So the fulfillment center allows us to choose which blank products we want to offer based on what they're making available to us as the affiliate. So again, if we don't want to offer every product, whether it be customizable on our website or something that we're going to create as a retail product and then want to offer, we can essentially start slimming down the different products we want to offer. Within the designer settings, we can override how the designer actually looks on our site. So if we wanted to start with the advanced options open or not, we can simply do that by making different selections throughout these different settings. So it's a very powerful ability to essentially override these designer settings, and your designer on the site is one of the most powerful on the market. Within the marketing and sales tools, you have many different tools that are a lot of the time used outside of the affiliate website. So if you want to implement an iframe or an RSS, you're going to typically do these outside of the site itself, or we can make gift certificates available. But one of the more commonly used tools within the marketing and sales tools is the visitor statistics. The visitor statistics acts a lot like a light Google Analytics. So if you haven't configured Google Analytics, you can simply use visitor statistics and learn a lot about the consumers and what they're doing on your site, what pages they're visiting, what the bounce rate is, and so forth. And hopefully you can learn from that information, make different configurations, and again lead to more conversions instead of just simple visitors to the site. Within the SEO tools, you're going to want to override the default keyword and meta descriptions. Here you can just make it very simple, and then they will be the default meta description and keywords used across all your website pages, and then you can override each page. Within the geolocation, this is where we can essentially add all of our local SEO information so that we essentially have our epicenter entered, and then again we know what we're trying to target. And along with SEO, you must think about Google. We have Google Analytics that we can add. Conversion tracking is actually Google AdWords, so if you're using paid SEO, you can keep track of your conversions. And the same thing with kind of Facebook pixels. You can not only see where your lead generation is coming from, but again that conversion rate and how you can learn from it and improve upon it. Domain settings. Within the domain settings, this is where we're going to add a custom domain. You're going to add it here, click add, click save. Once you've added it and then you've updated the DNS records for your within your domain registrar, so if you buy it through GoDaddy or someone like that, you're going to need to override the A name and C name so that it actually points to our servers. And then once you've added the website, you're going to have the ability to add a free SSL certificate over here and make it even the primary domain name. Lastly, we have price settings. The price settings is where we're going to create our commission markup, whether it be a percentage or fixed amount. Now, this is going to be, again, the default. So we have the ability to override what the actual final price is for our retail products, but we must configure a default markup initially. We can choose how we want the price to round, whether we want it to be to the 1/5 or 99 cents. We can choose how it is displayed, and then even how discounts are applied, whether they're just to the blank or the entire product itself. So these are the general settings that you must configure initially. And then once you get them configured, you're not going to have to visit them very often. Most of the time you're in the back-end settings, you're going to be configuring either pre-decorated products or adding store designs that you can then use to create a decorated product, or your consumer can choose to select the design and then add it to a product and so forth. Hopefully you find this video helpful. Thank you.